Welcome back. We're back here with the Fimi X8 Mini, and I've got some landing gear. Great stuff. Keeps it off the ground. Great thing. Easy to put on, easy to take off. Not a problem. We'll get into that a little later. Also, I have a Pro battery. Okay, difference is the standard battery is 7.2 volts, and this is 7.7. This is LiPo. They're the ones lithium ion. LiPo is a little harder to maintain, but it is lighter, 15 grams lighter. Okay, so everything is 15 grams lighter. With the landing gear and the Pro battery, the Fimi comes in at 253. I could do some shaving off of here and get it down to 249, but I'm not really worried about under 250. Okay? So let's get into it. This will be probably my 100th flight with the X8 Mini. Let's get into it. So as I said, this will be about my 100th flight with the X8 Fimi Mini. And I had to write some stuff down because I was so confused this morning. Breaking news. Almost, okay? Fimi, the official store for Fimi, used to be AliExpress. They cut away from AliExpress, opened up their own store. Well, what's the price of this today? You can buy just the fuselage, just the drone, no battery, okay? So if you lose your drone or whatever, just the drone. Cost on that, $289 US. Unbelievable. The standard version with the controller and a standard battery, $369. Okay? If you want the Pro battery, $389. Why is it $20 more for a LiPo battery? Unbelievable. The prices are just unbelievable, okay? But that's what it is, okay? So again, the Fimi X8 Mini, fuselage only, the drone only, $289 US. Yeah, okay? So the weight of this now, with the skis and a standard battery, is 268 grams, okay? So with both batteries, you get about a half an hour flight, so no problem. And again, this is probably about my 100th flight. It's either 102 or 104, something like that, okay? And let's see how we do. I'm going to try it with the skis, taking off, landing, maneuverability. Does it affect it? Probably not. The only other thing I'm waiting for before I put this in the coffin, so to speak, is a case. I found a $10 case on AliExpress a month or so ago. I'm still waiting for it to come here. Then I'll be able to put everything in the case, put it on the shelf, and worry about it later. Okay? So let's get into the flight. Okay, there we go. We're just waiting for satellites to come in. And I've noticed it takes longer, well, especially on cloudy days. And as you see there, there's the orange satellite diagram. It says 10 right now. And it takes 13 before it goes from orange to white. That's one thing. The Fimi X8 Mini. Yep. We're not really, let me get in the camera here. The Fimi X8 Mini. We're not really going to do a wrap-up. They haven't come out with an update in a couple of weeks now, so I don't know what they're going to change. I know there's another camera update coming, but we're going to have to see what happens with that. I see now that we have satellites. It says good, but it's only at 11, so we're going to wait for it to get up to 12 or 13. We're going to take off with the skis on. We're going to land it in the gravel, see what happens. Should be pretty good, okay? I do have the skis, black ones, on my Mavic Mini, and they work beautifully, okay? So let me get out of picture here, and hopefully we'll get those 13 satellites fairly soon. And for some reason, the last couple of weeks here, it's been taking longer and longer to obtain 13 satellites. But there you go. The Fimi X8 Mini. Is it a dependable drone? Depends on what circumstances you're talking about, okay? If you know what you're doing, you've got experience with the drone, you're comfortable with it, you know its limits, you know where you can and you cannot fly it, then it's dependable as you can get. It flies, it comes home, it's got some idiosyncrasies. Sometimes it's the drunken sailor coming home. Most times it's straight, no problem. There is the odd issue with that. Precision landing, who cares about precision landing? Nobody. As long as it comes home and it's within arm's reach, then I'm fine. And when it starts coming down, you cancel and you hand catch it anyway, okay? Having these things land by themselves is not a great idea, because the very last second, a piece of wind can come up as the motors are turning down and flip it over. You're much better off to hand catch it or grab it, or however you want to do it. Some people put their hand out, some people reach under and pinch it. I have the skis on it. I'll just go underneath, kill the engine, and it'll come down on my hand. Okay, there we go. Oh, we'll go between 13 and 12 there. There we go. Let's get it up in the air. We've got 1080p because I've had this argument with many people. Who really has or watches YouTube on a 4K monitor? Some do, yes, some do, okay? Great, no problem. Most of them watch it on their cell phone, a tablet, their computer, you know. 4K, my computer can't render it fast enough, so I don't even bother. So let's get this up in the air. And up it goes, and let's see if we can follow it here. It's going to go up to its 4.5 meters. Right about there somewhere, I think. And is it going to stay there? Okay, I've let go of the camera. And it always wanders to the left. Every time. Okay? I'm not touching anything. Here's my sticks here. I'm not touching anything. Okay, as you can see. And it wanders to the left. All the time. There's no wind. Not today. Okay? Bit by bit. It goes over. So let's just see what happens. Okay? Now I'm not going to touch the sticks. We've got quite a bit of battery, as you can see. Not touching the sticks. It's going over. It's gone over about 4 meters so far. And it just keeps edging over and edging over and edging over. It's pretty solid there. Okay. Oh, it's moving again. Now it's going up, left. Yeah. And that's the idiosyncrasies I'm talking about. Okay? It's very inconsistent. Sometimes it'll be rock solid for a moment, then it'll shift. Proximity flying with the X8 Mini, even with or without the skis, it's the same thing. Okay? The skis have no bearing on how it's flying, from what I can tell. Okay? It does this regardless. You saw one of my other videos where I almost went into a tree. I think it was down at the empty lot down the road there, flying from within a car in my truck. And I took my eye off it for a while and it kept on drifting to the left. It just seems to do that. And I have calibrated the radio control several times. So let's just bring this down into a more manageable location. Bring it down slowly. And over to the right. I'll use the other finger. Whoops, sorry about that. Yeah, I dropped it. Where do we go? There we go. And that's the ground there. Now I'm not touching it, it's coming down again. Okay, I'm not touching anything at all. And it's going up and down. And so proximity flying with the X8 Mini, okay, and I'm not touching anything, it's just going up and down by itself. But once you get flying, it's okay. But in and around below the 4 or 5 meter mark from the ground, it does this, okay? Within reason, you can manage it. Once you learn how often it does it and where it's going, keep your eye on it, you're fine. So let's bring it to the right, and we'll bring it down a little bit. See? There we go. So, there we go. Okay? Hands are off the stick, and it goes up again a little bit. So let's get it out there, and then we'll do a return to home. Okay? And once you get it up and away, it's fair. It's fair. So we're just going to start the video, and we'll go up. It'll be out of range for a while. I'll bring that camera down a bit. Okay. Now if I stop there, you see the horizon's pretty good. A lot of people have complained about the horizon. Well, funny thing is, if you don't rely on the automatic gimbal setting, and you go into the manual settings, and you manually change the R axis to -0.6, that's what mine's been at for probably 40 plus flights. And my horizon's pretty good. So that was the one fix I found that worked pretty good. Manually go into the gimbal, set the R axis to -0.6 or -6, whatever it is, and leave it there. Then you're great. Okay? So I can see it, I'll step backwards a bit. Let's go forwards. Well, we got to get up a little higher. So once you get up, 10 or 15 meters or so, it kind of levels out, and it doesn't have that freelance movement as much. Okay? So we're up there about 40 meters or so, and we'll go out to the lake, and we'll head to the left so we won't cross that guy's house. And we'll head out towards the gravel pit. And we'll go up. $50 or $60 meters or so. Yeah, depending on the day and that, you don't get that much. Okay, we're up 60 meters or so. We'll go out towards the gravel pit. And we're out, we'll go 500 meters and then we'll turn around. And 500 meters out here is exceptional, really. I have gone a kilometer out there, but I was up about 100. There we go. Let's say that's far enough, and we'll kick it into return. There we go. I'm probably just not high enough, and I'm standing beside some big trees here. So the weather we've had lately, and some people can attest to that, the weather we've had lately has been rain, 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 rain. And these trees are just full of water. Okay? And water and Wi-Fi signal, they don't match. Okay? So let's see it coming back. And again, all my settings are on auto, but I do have the metering set on average. And I've noticed that my spotlighting is not as bad. Oh, here I'm in it again. Okay, the one other thing that call me paranoid or whatever, When you get the drone, there's a film on the lens. You take the film off, I'm sure something stays behind on that lens. So get some good contact cleaner, clean off your lens, okay? Wipe it with the fiber cloth, and I think it makes a difference. Okay, that's another trick. Here it comes, it's coming down. Where is it going to land? Well, right now it's right above the truck. And again, I'm not really that bothered. Come back in and out of it again. Here it comes. I'm not really that bothered if it doesn't hit the pad. But we'll show you where it's coming down. It's coming down over here. Okay. I stopped it. And I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything. And it goes back up again. So let's turn it around. And bring it around. Maybe we'll bring it back and have a look at these skis a little closer if we can. Let's get this closer. There we go. And I'm not touching anything and it goes down. And I'm not touching it. Not touching anything. Didn't touch anything. And this is what it's doing. Okay. It's just what it is. Okay, so let's bring it in closer. Come down a bit. And up again. Come back. I'm not touching anything. I'm not. It's up and down all over the place. And I didn't touch it. I didn't touch a darn thing. Where's it going? Nothing. Nothing. Well, you've got to be manipulating it at all times, keeping your eye on it at all times. Okay. There's the skis. There they are. Okay. Whoa. As I say, it's an enigma. I don't know why it's doing that. Again, not touching it. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to land it and I'm going to take the skis off it. So let's see if we just land. I'm just going to land it. It's all over the place. Okay, land it down there. Okay, let's take the skis off. Take the skis off. And we'll send it up again. See if the skis make the big difference. We have to be waiting for the GPS again. Ready for GPS. Okie dokie. Here we go. At 45%. It's up there. There it goes. Okay. Let's bring it down again within range. Let's see if it's any better. Okay. So I'm not touching it now. Does it stay there or does it wander as much? Call me a liar. Nope, it's going left. And now it's going right. Now it's going left. And there's no wind. So let's take it out, same path, and bring it back again. Okay? Start the video. Go up and out to the gravel pit. Okay, let's get up there and put that thing down a bit. There you go. So let's get up there about. There you go. Pretty good horizon. So let's head towards that gravel pit again. We'll go up. We'll go up 80 or 90 meters. And we'll head out. Heading out to the pit. We're up about 90 meters. We'll go up to the 500 meter mark and have a return to home and see if it comes back any better. Okay. We're up to about 350. 400 and something. That's good enough, and then we'll just come back. Return to home. See that horizon? It's not bad. Again, I have not adjusted it since 40 or some odd flights ago. And it's on that manual setting. It works pretty good. My spotlighting's not too bad. Not as bad as some of them I've seen. And again, I think it's just from cleaning that lens off. That's a big part, and average metering. So it's coming back, and I can adjust the camera up and down, but if you go off of your mark by yawing, after a couple of seconds, it'll go back to that. So if I yaw to the right, and I let go, I'll give it a couple of seconds, it'll come back. There you go. So you can yaw just to look at something, but it will flip back to its course. And it's coming back pretty straight. Oh, there's a lie. Look at that. There's my drunken sailor. There's my really drunken sailor. Oh, I really want to look at this. That's just bizarre. Just bizarre. I got to look at that on the flight thing. See what happens with that. So it's coming down now. And again, every single flight of the Fimi X8 Mini is different. If you had the time, you could edit a bunch of videos and get some absolutely amazing shots. But you'd be editing for quite a while. Here it comes. Well, it's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better. Here it comes. Here it is. Oops. Oop. Nope. Sorry about that. Where we go? Here we go. There we go. Sorry. Here it comes. Not bad. And I just got a low battery warning. That's pretty good. So let's just let it hover there. See? Not touching the sticks. Just let it hover. Is it any better? Does the landing gear affect it? maybe the landing gear does affect it. A little bit. But it doesn't affect it on when you're flying. But it may have a little bit of an effect when you're hovering. But then maybe not. It is what it is. There you go. I take all that back, okay? I take all that back. I haven't touched anything. No. No difference at all. Okay. Sorry. So let's get this turned around. Okay. Let's bring it over. Bring it back. And it just goes up all by itself, and it goes left and right and left and right. I'm going to catch it. Okay. Holy, that came down pretty quick. There we go. Let me put this down. I'm shaking my head. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Turn this off. Put that there. And turn this off. Stop that screen recording. Okay, here we have it. The famous Fimi X8 Mini with landing gear. I like the landing gear. It performs just about as good. I'm not 100% sure that it did affect the hovering. It might have a little bit, but it doesn't affect the flight of it. It doesn't affect the performance of it. It's a Fimi, again, it's a Fimi. As I've always said for years, it's the Forrest Gump of drones. You just never know. Some people have lots of issues with a gimbal. Some people have kind of connectivity issues. I've kind of resolved or gotten past a bunch of that stuff. I don't know how. The only thing I've done consistently that I do get semi-consistent connectivity is every time there's an update, especially in the app, I remove everything from the phone to do with Fimi, everything. And then reinstall from the Fimi website, not from the Play Store or the App Store. So I take the scan code from the box of the Fimi that it came in, and I do that and install new. Okay? And that may or may not help, but it has. Okay? So there you have it. Fairly good flight. It went out, it came back, didn't break it, didn't drop it, didn't crash it. I like the skis. They're a good thing. I can grab hold of them pretty good. Okay? But you are over the 250 grams. Okay? I'm going to throw in the Pro battery and see if it hovers any differently, because it's going to be 15 grams lighter. So let's see what happens with that. Okay? So we'll just do a quick turnaround and do the Pro battery. Okay. Okay, there we go. I've just put in the Pro battery, and as you can see, it says 100%. Well, I will admit one thing. Every time I put in the lithium-ion battery, it's never said 100%. 99%, but it's never said 100%. So here we're talking the Pro battery. We're waiting for satellites, 1, 2 more. The Pro battery that's 15 grams lighter. Is that 15 grams going to affect it with the skis on and with the skis off? We're going to find out. We're ready to go. 1080p. Everything's normal. We'll just check, put these back on high. Okay. We are running. Yep, we're running. Okay, let's get up in the air. There we go. Okay. Let's get this in the air here. No, don't want that. Don't want that one. And we're going to follow it up again. Whoa, faster. Boy, is that faster. So, does that... It doesn't seem to go as high. Well... we have some movement. Something beeped. Okay, let's bring it down and see how it's going to hover. Okay, bring it down. And we'll bring it to the right a bit. Contrast in the trees. And it goes up again. I didn't touch it. Let's bring it down again. Let go of the stick. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. Not touching it. Not touching it. And there it goes again. So, can you say, I don't know. But it's got the skis on. So, we've got a little bit of rain here coming. So we're just going to go up and back and see what happens when we land it. Up we go. Let's start that video. Start the video. Up we go. Bring that camera down a bit. Up. 34 meters. 50, 60, 70, 80 meters, something like that. We're going to go out this way. And we're going to go forward. Yeah, it's starting to rain a bit, so I'm going to bring it home. Starting to spit a little, so I'll bring it back and dry it off. But the battery, yeah, I can see using the Pro battery. You might get a little bit longer flight time. There it comes. Gotta get it down before it pours. Let's see how close it comes when it's coming down. Yeah, it's starting to spit quite a bit. Oh, sorry about that. My glasses were on my head. I leaned back and I stepped on them. So I broke the arms and the lens came out. Oh well. It's coming down. Gives me something to do this afternoon. Sorry about the long video, but might be the last one I get in for a while with the Fimi, because surprise, surprise, in a couple of days okay, so it's over there. Let's bring it over here and we'll bring it down a bit. And we'll bring it this way, and we'll take everything off of the sticks. I'm going to bring it down. Now, I'm off the stick. Off the stick. I haven't touched it. I'm off the stick, and it's going up again, up again, up again. There you go. So, It's, maybe that's the barometer, that's the height that it likes to fly at. Where is it? There it is. I don't know. So let's just bring it down so that I can catch it. Sorry. It'll go up again, don't worry. Up it goes. There you go. There we go. A lot easier with the skis on, I'll tell you that. Let me shut it off. Yeah, it's raining. Things are wet. Okay, there we go. Let's grab, no, it's raining. Forget that. So yes, Fimi X8 Mini. Let's point this down a bit here. Okay. Yes, the Fimi X8 Mini. I like the Pro battery. Yeah, it's lighter. It will give you a little bit better flight time. A little bit harder to manage. I'll have to watch the voltage on it a little bit better. But yeah, don't mind it. Don't mind it. It's starting to rain pretty good now. I'm gonna have to let it dry out pretty good because it was out there in the rain for a bit. But anyway, so there you have it, the X8 Mini. Oh, surprise, surprise. Yes, couple 3 days. The Hubsan Zino Mini Pro is supposed to land here. Okay, it's on the airlines, it's on the way to Canada Customs. So they say within 3 or 4 days, it should be out for delivery. So let's cross our fingers and hope so. But again, the Fimi X8 Mini from the Fimi store, just the fuselage, no battery, $289 US. That should be the highest price for the whole kit, the whole Pro kit, okay? And if you're taking $20 off for the Pro battery, then $269 should be the price for the standard whole kit, okay? $389 US for the Pro version is lunacy, absolute lunacy, okay? We've all seen a few of the preliminary videos and performances coming out of the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro, and if you take that into consideration and you reduce it by $100, which comes out to $349 or something. I think that's the price of their SE version that doesn't have obstacle avoidance. It has a smaller camera sensor. Okay, I think the camera sensor is the same as what's on the Fimi and on the Mavic Mini. Okay, Hubsan's always had pretty good cameras, so let's hope Hubsan can dial in that focus issue that they've had on a couple other ones and bring it to market reasonably quick, keep up with their customer service, and it should be a good one. I'm crossing my fingers. Should be a good one, okay? But Fimi, as you've seen here, if you know what you're looking for, and I know that I'm looking for that floatiness, okay, and I know I can manipulate the video, it's usable. But the price they're asking for it is lunacy, absolute lunacy, okay? So, next time, if they come with an update, I'll bring it to you. If they don't come with an update, next thing will be the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro, okay? So, till next time, I'm going inside. I got a dentist appointment because I got a toothache, and I'm going to get dried off, okay? See you later.